right, welcome to the second game of the evening. Up this time is Warshmallows. No, that's not a mispronunciation. It's a portmanteau. Um, Warshmallows is a hilarious, fast-paced multiplayer shooting game where you battle over the championship as sweet but dangerous marshmallows at war. Like, and it's from what I understand, online only.
As far as I could find, there is a local co-op mode too, but I didn't have a local person to play with either.
Unfortunate, but yeah. So this game was given to the Galax for review, and I am pleased to report he did manage to get an online game in.
Yeah, I played with some randoms. It was okay, but not for very long.
It's the best we got going here, which is you know,
So yeah, the general gist of the game is it's a twin stick format. Twin stick format shooter. 4 people in a. There are a variety of arenas, but you have to level up to unlock more of them. So I only have experience with the first one. There are also a few different weapons. Whatever weapon you have, you only have a certain amount of ammunition for it, and there is a ammo reloading point on the map, which can be interesting because when your opponents are going for it, because you can see how much ammo at least you have, and I think other people too. I never had that much attention to look at other people. Yeah, you can see how much ammo other people have too. You can try to hit them when they're going over there. You also have a very short range melee, which is right shoulder button is shoot, left shoulder button is, I forget what they call it, slap or something, but it's like a quick uppercut. And then the face buttons do jump, of which you have a triple jump. Fly, which is like a jetpack, which you can use in conjunction with that, but it's kind of awkward. They're on separate buttons. Dash, which is a super fast horizontal dash, and your special move, which is different for each character. I played as Green, whose special power is a vine wall that blocks projectiles and also physical going through it. The other characters have different ones, but I didn't really play as them. Also, you pick one to start with, and then after doing the tutorial, you unlock the other 4 basic ones that are on the box art: yellow, green, pink, and blue. And then there are 3 or 4 more other playable characters that you unlock after you get up to higher level. But I didn't get to a very high level since I didn't win the match I played. The matches, they seemed to default to a first to 5 wins. So we actually ended up with the same group of people. I think the connection was fairly stable. Doing at least, let's see, 4-4, 3-2. So 13 matches or 13 games, whatever you call them. In tennis terms, it would be games. It's a one hit and you are bubbled, which when you're bubbled, you get a literal bubble around you, and you can still move around and try to mess with other people, deflect shots, or push people into things, which I did a lot of. Although if you fall in the water after you've been bubbled, you're completely disabled as far as I can tell. The weird thing to me about this game is that it has really aggressive bullet time. Whenever there's a projectile coming even kind of close to you, it goes into bullet time for you, which gives you plenty of time to dodge most projectiles aimed at you, unless it's like a shotgun spread, and even then sometimes you can kite between them. The issue is what this looks like to the other people, because sometimes it looks like the person you're shooting at just disappears. I did not find that to be perfectly implemented for multiplayer, let's just say. Also, there were some really weird typos in the tutorial and the title screen, so I assume the people who made this are not English as first language. The controls are a little bit for a twin stick thing. For the first time I'm ever going to say this, I found that the controls are maybe a little bit face button heavy because it's hard to aim and do all the other stuff. Because you'll have time where you want to be like triple jumping and shooting at something that's not straight in front of you at the same time. So I know. Oh, you can also crouch even though you're a fairly flat marshmallow. Like, you're not super tall to start with, but you can crouch even lower, so that's interesting. Anyway, there's a lot to unlock by playing more in terms of, like, different cosmetic appearances for your marshmallows, different guns. You do unlock the shotgun when you reach to level 1, so I did unlock that, and that's it doesn't shoot nearly as fast, but it's nice to, since I'd been using the basic rifle to try to mimic a shotgun spread anyway, because that's harder to dodge, so... Also, on some stages at some times, there are these yellow portals that you can hop into one of and come out the other of, which can be a great way to try to get up on someone, but also if they're camping it, it can be a great way to just get your ass kicked immediately. So yeah, overall, it's kind of middling, I think. It's fun to play, but it's a little bit clunky. And the graphics and aesthetics are nice, but nothing to write home about, I think. So what's the damage price-wise? I think that's all about I got. The music is nothing special either.
Yeah, the price is $14.99.
That's probably a little more than I'd spend on this, especially since there's like no single-player content that I could find.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll be honest, from what I saw here,
This is more like a $5-10 game, I think.
Yeah, like I was looking, I'm like, this is why nobody else has the game. I'm like, I'm not spending $15 on this. That, this does not look like a game that justifies $15, quite frankly.
Especially since the characters do have different specials. I remember now as I was watching the demo, Blues basically summons a helmet as like a tortoise shell that protects you from stuff. I don't remember all of them. I think one of them summons a thing that sucks up bullets.
Okay.
But I barely used my super move, so.
Anything else?
Not really that much. I played it some, but I really strongly dislike playing multiplayer games against random people online.
I get that. But, once again, it came down to amount of codes gotten.
I know, and if I had noticed that earlier, I might have asked for a different game or something, but whatever, it happened.
Yeah.
I did play it some.
Yeah. I think enough. Like,
yeah, I think it's a reasonably fun game if you could get it on like 50% or more off.
There. All right. So that'll about do it for Warshmallows here. Be sure to tune in after the break as Patty Fan will be giving his impressions on Quintera.